a.m. till 9 p.m. Pick up sliced Dietz and Watson's Deli Meat, freshly made Italian bread, and Lewis Dairy Milk.
Headlines you can't get through your day without. On Power 101.7.
All right, good morning to everybody jumping on our Facebook Live this morning. Yes, I'm here. I'm solo, and I'm ready for your headlines, all right? Hey, a lot of stuff going on today and from over the weekend. But I just wanted to play this clip from Governor Larry Hogan. He spoke last week, I guess, at his last press conference, and he said this, and it's just such a turnaround from a year ago. I mean, listen to these encouraging words. Last year at Easter, they're telling us not to get together. This year at Easter, check this out right here. And by the way, this comes off the whole, off the brink of the Wicomico Civic Center in Salisbury offering walk-up vaccines. And you can do that. Anyone 16 above in Maryland, just walk right up and you can get your vaccine. So check this out right here.
Well, first of all, I think it's great for people all over Maryland to drive to Salisbury to get vaccinated. We want to encourage far more people to do that. Like this is Easter weekend. It's a big weekend for Ocean City. I think if you haven't gotten a vaccine and you want one, I would say get in your car tomorrow, drive to the beach, stop in Salisbury, get everybody vaccinated, and then go to Ocean City and get some Thrasher's French fries, stay for the weekend, and go to an Easter brunch on Sunday morning.
Love it. Love it. Finally. Just some words of encouragement. Just some words of encouragement. I think, we needed to hear stuff like that. We need to start hearing stuff like that. So, hey, look, I've been critical of Hogan, over the past year when he, but I've also been, I can praise him when he says something good. So I do like him. So some other crazy news from over the weekend. The Capitol lockdown. 1 officer dead, 1 injured after a car rams into a barrier. Just crazy situation. The United States Capitol locked down on Friday due to an exterior security threat as the United States Capitol Police said 2 officers were injured after a car rammed into them. Sources said officers shot a suspect. The suspect exited his car. Apparently he had a knife. He was shot by USCP. Security officials believe the suspect was quote lone wolf, as they say, not connected to any other group. Capitol Police outside the building were seen tending to at least 1 person on the ground with at least 2 stretchers rolled out and large amount of law enforcement and first responder activity. At least 2 people were pushed on separate stretchers into 2 separate ambulances, which left the scene. Capitol Police said the suspect was in custody. They said the suspect and 2 injured officers were taken to the hospital. The FBI Washington field office tweeted that it is supporting the Capitol Police in responding to the incident. So, of course, prayers going out to everyone involved. There was a police officer who did pass. So RIP, very sad. Officer William Billy Evans, identified as the U.S. Capitol Police officer who died. He was a member of the Capitol Police for 18 years, member of the Capitol Division's First Responders Unit. So very, very sad. Thoughts and prayers going out to family, friends. I mean, just awful, awful situation, man. Another awful situation, DMX. Okay, a lot of people talking about DMX. Apparently, he's on life support after suffering a heart attack on Friday. And according to reports, it was brought on by a drug overdose. Okay, these are the facts. The paramedics tried to resuscitate him for 30 minutes. During that time, he wasn't breathing. There were conflicting reports. Some say he has, quote, some brain activity, while others say he's in a vegetative state with lung and brain failure. So those are some conflicting reports that are going on. The paramedics, or DMX's lawyer initially said that he'd been taken off life support, was breathing on his own, but then later said he was given the wrong information. And then X was still on life support. DMX has publicly struggled with drug addiction, and he's been incarcerated over drug charges in the past. This may not have been his first overdose. We don't know. In 2016, he reportedly OD'd and was saved by the cops. Okay, the police said a medic injected him with Narcan. DMX became semi-conscious and was rushed into a nearby hospital. DMX's people later said that it was an asthma attack. So that's why when they say he may or may not have OD'd in the past, again, there was some conflicting reports then. Again, he's 50. That's coming from the Hollywood Reporter, TMZ, Rolling Stone, and the New York Post. So, grew up on DMX, man. Thoughts and prayers going out to him. Very sad situation as he, remains in ICU, and, we're sending all positive vibes. This coming from the OC Today. On Monday, for the first time since before COVID-19, a group of foreign student workers arrived in Ocean City. Yes, Casey Simon, the president of the sponsor organization United Work and Travel, said the 3 students who arrived from Thailand are quarantining in their homes, awaiting the green light to begin working at whatever local business are set to employ them this season. As one of several sponsor companies that recruit and place students for the international J1 student work and travel program, United Work and Travel typically supplies between 1,000 and 1,200 students annually to the area's workforce. In a normal year, Ocean City welcomes a total of more than 4,000 students through this program and its various sponsors. However, last year, because of federal COVID-fueled travel restrictions, the area received no J1 students, and, circumstance that left many businesses struggling to accommodate even a few customers they could attract during the pandemic. Those restrictions officially sunsetted Wednesday night, however, and apparently workers will keep arriving regularly throughout the next several months for 4-month stints. However, there may be a delay depending on the COVID protocols in the students' home countries. So, Ocean City and the surrounding area, this is big for business. J1 students are coming back. So that's huge. Man, that is huge. So very excited about that for the local business. Support local business. Okay? That's what we need, guys. Also, speaking of coming back this year, the Ocean City Air Show is definitely coming back, but the production company that brings the air show to Ocean City each year apparently is in hot water with OC council members after they learned that the chairman of the company, Brian Lilly, was making deals with advertisers that took away from the city's revenue. This is also coming from the OC Today. Although Lilly was not physically at the meeting, he joined through Apple FaceTime on the special events director Frank Miller's phone during a city council work session on Tuesday. The scheduled conversation was a review, of everything, the understanding between Ocean City and the production company for the air show, possibly to extend the footprint of the show's ticketed prime viewing area from 13th and a half Street to 13th Street. But things took a turn when Councilman John Gehrig began asking several changes that he wanted to be added to the memorandum that were not included in the latest version. While he questioned the definition of a headlining act, he also asked that the language be tightened up around live stream advertising sales. Now, last year, as COVID-19 started making the rounds, Ocean City struck an agreement to live stream the air show so that people were not congregated on the beach. Live streaming, the event would also mean that, there'd be like a lot of other costs in live streaming the event. City officials agreed to spend $100,000 to live stream the event last year and to do so every year after. Lilly told council members on Tuesday that they wanted to stream it every year after last year. Additional costs would have to be put into the live stream, but the council questioned that, and there was a back and forth. Councilman Matt James asked Lilly that what the $100,000 was used for, and it was told it was used for the live stream, but the majority was used to put the show together. The live stream show. They didn't see eye to eye, telling them they had two different understandings. Now, I know it takes a lot to live stream, an event like that and to broadcast. It's not just a matter of putting up a camera and turning it on. So there's some back and forth. You can get the latest in the OC Today, but controversy with the air show. But it will be back. It will be back, by the way. Also at Ocean City, Gold Coast Beer, Wine, and Liquor is moving inside the mall. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but the Worcester County Board of Liquor License Commissioners voted 2-1 last Wednesday to allow Muhammad Mike Ramadan's transfer his liquor license for Gold Coast Beer, Wine, and Liquor to inside the mall at the former Peebles location. You know, Peebles right there outside the Gold Coast Mall was I actually rode by over the weekend, and I was looking, and Peebles had moved out right there on Coastal Highway. But right, the building, you know, in the parking lot there is the liquor store. That's moving into where the Peebles was. Okay? So, pretty interesting. But that's cool. And it's going to be bigger, too, I assume. I mean, it's got to be. Peebles is a lot bigger. So now we're wondering what's going to go where the liquor store was. The building right outside of that. Who knows? Maybe a Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, something. Also, the Berlin Spring Celebration was over the weekend. Shout out to everybody who went out there. Took my son out there. Definitely had a great time. A lot of people walking around. The Easter Bunny was out there. They did Easter egg hunts. So, definitely pretty cool. Shout out to the town of Berlin for putting that on, okay? But you can't go to the town hall to pay a bill. But you can go to the Easter celebration and all the shops. Oh, boy. It is the Bill and Jessica Show. It's 6:47. Here's Billie Eilish. Good morning.
I'm not your friend or